Hello everybody, welcome to my video on healing. I'm running Blood and Fists, and this is my guide. I'm going to show you the build I used when I first started doing Nightmare Dungeons healing. It's really effective because it's not hugely gear dependent. In fact, my gear now is nearly all epic. I've got one blue piece, but I used this build when I had all blues, and it worked just fine because it's got the strength of there's a lot of moves you can draw upon that will save you. Anyway, so for gear, anyway, the first things I do recommend you take is the headpiece, the necklace and the belt from the DLCs. They will help you a lot, but as I say, even with blues, this build is very good, but they're just the first ones I go for. So we're zoning in now, so I'll be really quick telling you what abilities I'm using as I go, hopefully, because we've just got the group together now. Right, so I've obviously got my fist and my book, and for my builders I'm using Blood Shield and Cauterize. And basically, I'm consuming with Exquisite Corpse. Exquisite Corpse, I think, is by far the best blood heal move because it heals a huge... It absorbs a huge amount of damage. It's really disproportionate to the amount of resources it uses. And my rotation, basically, I'm hitting 2 Blood Shield, then a Cauterize, and then I'm using my Exquisite Corpse if I need to. So 2 Blood Shield, Cauterize, Exquisite Corpse on the tank, 2 Blood Shield, Cauterize, Exquisite Corpse there, and that's my blood consumer. Now I'm not consuming my fist resources unless I need to, because I've got surgical still here, and I'm using that if I really need to, if I'm in a tight situation. So I'm saving that as my get out of jail card. So 2 and Cauterize, Exquisite Corpse. Helps to also know what the enemy's doing as well. It's really handy to keep an eye on the boss that you're fighting, because if he's casting a huge move, I don't know, a Searing Brand or a Cleave or something, depending on what it is, get an Exquisite Corpse on there just before it lands, just in case your tank can't interrupt it. The Exquisite Corpse could possibly save a wipe there. He's not going to get that. And I've also got Cold-Blooded as well. That's another get out of jail free card there. That's going to save you. It's an AoE heal. It's great for lots of situations. So well, I've basically got 3 really good heals that you're gonna use if you're in a sticky situation where the tank takes a lot of damage or other people take a lot of damage. And that's obviously, I've just told you about the surgical steel. As I say, I don't use that unless I really need to. Empathy as well. That's probably the one good reason to take fists over, say, taking pistols with blood, because you get that. It's a cooldown heal. It doesn't use any resources, so it's really handy just to pop that if you really need it. So you've got Cold-Blooded there, you've got Empathy, and you've got Surgical Steel. Other than that, I'm just healing away with the builders and Exquisite Corpse. Build, 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 Exquisite Corpse. Build, build, build. Exquisite Corpse when I can get to him. Now you can see the DPS's life going down. I'm not going to heal it right up until I can make good use of the Cold-Blooded. Don't use it straight away, but you be careful with your Cold-Blooded. Use it only when you need to. It's going to save you a wipe if you use it in the right place. I've also got a move called Hematic Rites as well. I put that next to my Exquisite Corpse, and I use that if the group is taking damage. Like if we're hugging and we're on the Molten guy, I've forgotten his name, in Hellraised, for example, where the DPS are hugging. Well, actually, I'm going to probably even use it on this boss here. I'm going to, if the group needs a barrier, if you know they're going to take damage, pop the Hematic Rites on yourself if you're hugged in the group, and that will save the group from taking lots of damage. So that's it gives you versatility. So you've got a single target consumer, which is the Exquisite Corpse, and you've got an AoE heal. I'll just give you an example. So we're hugging here now. I'm just going to pop it on myself, and then it gets everyone around me. As you see, I only got one person there because we weren't really hugging. Exquisite Corpse. So now targeting the boss, which I wasn't doing because I'm busy chatting away. Going to keep the heals to a minimum here while the ads are up, so that I don't draw aggro. Now the thing is, this build is great. You can heal tanks that really aren't the greatest geared either with this gear in blues, with this build. In fact, to be honest, even good tanks you'll find sometimes aren't any easier to heal. They just keep aggro better because they will slot only a couple, 2 or 3 tank items and take the rest DPS gear. So you'll find that that really a good tank is, well, the term good is a relative term really. Here we are coming up to the boss again. Is he going to get it? Yeah, he's got it. See, I'm keeping an eye on the boss. His moves there, it really does help. Because if the tank misses, then I've got the Exquisite Corpse I can pop right in time. And throughout that, as I'm hugging the DPS, I've always got my finger hovered over that alt button so that if I need to target myself and pop Hematic Rites to give us all a group shield, it's there. It makes healing so much easier for the group. Here we're going to run past this lot. My passives aren't really anything special. The main one that I really advise you take is Shadow Medic, and I've got Coagulation as well, which improves your barriers. Shadow Medic just increases your healing. Also take Brawler, increases your critical chance, crit rating. Really good if you've got blue gear. Really boosts your crit power. I've also got Thicker Than Water. It's it increases the healing of your blood magic abilities, and I've also got the same one, the equivalent for Fist Predator as well. I might slot that out though. I've also got Rapid Shield, increases the amount of absorbed and healed by your Blood Shield, and Healing Sparks. That really only affects Surgical Steel though, so I might swap that out. There are a couple of ones that you can go for that I just haven't got the points yet, because this is an alt, obviously, and they are there's one in, we're going in, I'll tell you them when we're done here. There's basically one in pistols that's really good and one in hammers. Now you've got to be really careful on this boss, because when she splits, which he's going to do now, you see, try not to heal too much, because you're going to grab aggro from the ads if you do, and you're going to die, and very often the tank won't get the aggro in time to save you. So I'm going to start healing now. That's plenty of time for him to get aggro, and they're all dead now. Good group, good group. Right, so as I was saying, ability in hammers, so there's Knuckle Down, and it's quite a lot of points for this build, so that's why I haven't got that one yet. Increases damage and healing of your resource building ability is very handy to have. And then there's Mad Skills in pistols, not quite so many points, but again, it's a lot of points just going into the pistols tree for a healing build. Mad Skills, whenever you critically hit, your critical hit chances increase for a short time. Very handy. But go for Shadow Medic first, I would recommend myself. That's just what I would do. But, really finding what works for you as well, really. I'm showing you this build. This is what works for me. There are plenty of other different blood and fist builders, but these are the ones that I find I feel most confident with. Now, for this boss, I don't have a rocket launcher yet. I've got a rocket launcher, but I haven't got the points in it. So I'm going to take Sleight of Hand. I'm going to put that on my Hematic Rites because I shouldn't really be doing too much AoE healing. So I'm slotting that Hematic Rites out. And here, now, I'll probably find that the DPS are going to hug to the left of the boss. You'll find that you might not be able to save them if they get a egg carrier on them. They're going to die, and then you'll end up duoing the boss with your tank. Keep an eye on the tank, on the boss here. Find out what he's going to do, what he's going to cast. Also, you're going to have to watch out for egg carriers and the AoE, obviously, on the floor there. And ads too. If you get ads on you, you're going to have to start healing yourself and make your way towards the tank. Now I've got ads on me, so I'll pop in Sleight of Hand. Getting out of there. Keep away from the egg carriers. Right, I've got ads coming on me now, so I'm going to make my way towards the tank. Psychic Death Zone has come in. And he took them off me. He will know that you're coming to him, and he should pop Crimson Theatre or an AoE heal of some sort when he sees you coming. So yeah, very nicely done. It's really down to you how well that fight goes in terms of the ads, because you're going to be getting that aggro. It's your job to heal yourself up and take them to the tank. He's not going to come after you, because if he comes to you, the boss starts throwing these electric bolts at people, because if there's no one in melee range, he starts throwing, I've forgotten what the move's called, it might just be synapses strings or whatever, but he throws that at people, and it will one hit your DPS and yourself as well. So he cannot come to you, you have to take the ads to him. And now I'm going to put my Hematic Rites back in. Now this is the boss that you're going to find the hardest to heal, and I haven't used Empathy or Surgical Steel yet, just for the record. I haven't needed to. I might have needed to if I was in my blues, but here I'm going to have to use them. This is the Ur-Draug, and this is really where Exquisite Corpse, the ability Exquisite Corpse, comes into its own, because it's really going to help mitigate that damage from the Ur-Draug. When he does his cleaves, it's going to halve the damage just because of the mechanic behind how Exquisite Corpse works. So I'm just going to give him the heads up, I'm ready. Now the tank's going to run in behind that rock. You're not going to be able to heal him for the first 4 seconds of the fight, so when you get around there, you need to spam him with heals. I'm just getting my elemental resources up, sorry, my blood resources up there on him, so that I can use a Exquisite Corpse when I need to. So he's gone in now. Cool, it's just taken that damage. Empathy gone down there. So I've got my eye on the boss, and whenever he cleaves, just before he gets that cleave off, I'm going to make sure Exquisite Corpse is on, because that's the damage you're trying to halve, the cleave damage. And then you get a moment's rest when he starts doing the Cosmic Blast or Slam, because the tank will be taking less damage. It's the cleaves that do the huge damage. The tank here should be casting Debilitate with 12 Gouge. If he's not, even on your main, like with a really good gear, you're going to notice that he hasn't got that on there. So he's slamming now, so he's getting out of the way. The tank gets out of the way, so you've got plenty of time to heal him up if you're really strangulated in terms of what heals you've got. When he starts casting Slam or Cosmic Blast, you've got a moment's rest there to get the tank up with resource builders. So we're all hiding behind this rock now, and someone's going to cast Win-Win on us. There we go, lovely. We didn't even talk about that. We didn't discuss that. And now, I don't know where the tank is right now. Oh, he's right over there. That is where I go, to be fair. I just didn't see him. Too busy talking. And now here, now you want to hug each other, but at the same time you don't want to as well, because if you get the AoE drop on top of you and you're hugging each other, the rest of you have got to move out, and it's a bit dangerous. But if you hug, you can get your Hematic Rites off on the group as well. So that didn't go too badly. That was fine. We burnt it down really, really well. And, well, that's it. I'm going to close this now. That's part 1 of the video. If you want to see us do the Darkness Wars and Hellraise, please click on part 2 and part 3 respectively. Thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please click like and subscribe. Leave some comments if you like. Let me know if there's anything I can improve with the video. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Goodbye.